Hi, I'm Mrs. Bolger, and today I'm going to read you my favourite information book. It's called Bonny Grows Her Feathers and Learns to Fly.
Ooh.
And there's Bonny. She's very cute.
She's a baby. Cute.
Bonny's mother laid her egg in a tree hollow. Rainbow lorikeet eggs take about 24 days to hatch. Not long after Bonny hatched, she fell out of the tree. A passer-by found Bonny and brought her to me. She was covered in fine wispy hair. On day 2, rainbow lorikeets are born with their eyes closed. Bonny's eyes were still completely closed 2 days after hatching. Adult lorikeets eat nectar from flowers and feed it to their young. Baby lorikeets raised by humans need to be fed a special mix of homemade nectar. This was fed to Bonny every 2.5 hours during the day. Bonny was unable to hold her head up on her own, as her muscles were not yet strong enough. Bonny started opening her eyes. It took several days before she could open them properly. Bonny's eyes were now completely open, and she could hold her head up by herself. Bonny had grown thick, fluffy down feathers on her body. On her head were blue pin feathers, which would eventually develop into adult feathers. Pin feathers are covered in a protective sheath of keratin. This sheath is long and narrow like a pin. Keratin is the same stuff our fingernails is made of. Bonny's colourful wing feathers had now started to grow.
Nice.
She's looking cute.
Yeah, and colourful.
When Bonny's feathers were almost fully grown, the keratin sheath protecting them began to peel away. This let her feathers begin to fluff out. Bonny had grown almost all of her feathers.
Oh, nice. Now she's nearly an adult.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, nice.
She's
adult.
grown. Bonny started to test out her wings.
Good.
Bonny became more inquisitive as she grew older. She was nearly ready to be released into the wild.
She's very big.
Rainbow lorikeets are born with a black beak. As they mature, their beak gradually becomes less black. When they are fully grown adult, their beak becomes bright orange and red.
Yeah. It's really comfortable.
When Bonny could fly strongly and was able to find the right foods to eat in the wild, I released her. Bonny joined up with a flock of lorikeets that lived nearby. Lorikeets are flock birds, which means they hang out in groups of birds of the same type. During the day, they move around with 20 to 30 other lorikeets. At sunset, they join up with even more lorikeets, sometimes as many as 1,000 birds.
That looks like 100.
That's a lot of birds.
Mm-hmm.
Bonny still visits me from time to time. That's the end of the story about Bonny.